Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So today we're going to be doing a video called Are They the One? So basically you can just think of a person, someone that you maybe are in a relationship with or are dating, or maybe someone that you just have a crush on and feel like really instinctively about. And we'll see if that person is going to be the person that makes you happy, ultimately. You know, there are lots of people that you would be happy with, there are lots of people that would be soulmates for you or romantic life partners, whatever you want to call them, but I feel like often there is one or two people that we're kind of best matched to. And so that's what we're going to be looking at today, whether this would work out in the long run with them, whether it would be one that makes you feel very happy. So today on the piles, I've put these 3 cards from the Midnight Oracle deck because I used these on my most recent video and people seem to really like them. And they are very vibrant, so they're quite eye-catching. So let's take a look at the piles, but before we do, I just want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Welcome in if you're a new person, welcome back if you are a long-term viewer or a previous viewer. Thank you to all of my patrons as well, including Kat, Alexandra, Kelly, Chris, Virginia and Cara. Thank you so much to you guys for all of your support and kindness. So let's look at the piles. Over on pile 1 we've got Time. And we'll be using the Deviant Moon Tarot for pile 1. You can just kind of think about the person, maybe ask, is this the right person for me? Is this someone that I should continue pursuing maybe? Group 2 we've got Crow and the Ramses Tarot of Eternity. And I didn't choose these cards to go on the piles, I just shuffled to make a card jump out for each pile, so I feel like there's a reason behind why each one has jumped out. And over on pile 3 we've got Moon and the Happy Tarot. Beautiful cards, love the artwork and the vibrancy, and I love the colours as well. So you can take as much time as you need. You can pause the video or go back to the start of the video if you just want to keep looking. Take deep breaths, choose intuitively, don't just go because you love the moon or love crows. Go by the one that you can't take your eyes off or that you feel really drawn to. That will give you the more accurate reading. As always, it's not a private reading, it's a general reading on YouTube, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, you guys. And if you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's fine. You might find that one pile ends up being your main reading and then you get some extra messages from the other one, or you might just kind of resonate with about half of each pile. It's completely fine. So when you're ready, I'm going to start with pile number 1 and I'm interested to see what pops out in the cards today. Hey there everyone, if you chose group 1 with the Time card and the Deviant Moon Tarot, this is going to be your reading. As always, we're going to get plenty of oracle cards, charms and dice as well. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's completely free and it means that you'll get to see my videos more often when I post them, and also it really helps out the channel to get seen by new people as well. So let's see if this person is the one for you, the person that you'll be happy with. I should say as well, little trigger warning, I am aware that this might be a very emotional subject for a lot of you guys. So if you feel actually on reflection that maybe you don't want to know the answer to this, you know, if it was going to be an answer that you weren't hoping to hear, if that would make you very upset or if it would make you feel kind of panicked or unsettled, maybe it's best not to watch this video. I should have said that at the start. I just got carried away with wanting to do the video, but if that resonates with you, if you feel actually if I said no, that would make you very unhappy, then probably best not to watch this and just watch something lighthearted, watch something funny maybe. But if you're still here, let's take a look at the cards from your tarot. So you have 10 of Pentacles there, first of all. Lovely card. Then you've got Page of Cups, the High Priestess, and 6 of Wands. Okay, interesting mix of cards. They're all from different suits. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces popping out here. Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. I do feel like this is a good connection. Let me just kind of say what I'm seeing energy-wise. I feel like this is someone that has a good opinion of you. There's a lot of respect in this relationship, and I do think it has long-term potential. 10 of Pentacles indicates families, children, marriage, things kind of lasting a very long time, things being dependable. people working at problems rather than just cutting and running as soon as they hit an obstacle. And I do feel there's romantic feelings there, or the early stages of that. So there is potential for romance here, or there is the kind of lovely butterfly, fluttery feelings with this relationship. The only thing I'm seeing is the High Priestess, which suggests this might take a while to get off the ground, or there might be periods where one of you pulls back from this connection, and that can leave the other person feeling uncertain or unsure. But I do feel like there is long-term potential here. So we will, as I said, get plenty of oracle cards, see if there's anything that needs to be pointed out. And it's curious because you've got the Time card, and you know, I felt like every card would come out on each pile for a reason. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So kind of like the Page of Cups, there being a strong connection there pretty early on, feeling really drawn to this one person. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Number 3, so maybe that's where the High Priestess comes in. You know, maybe one person has a little bit of a wobble, isn't sure if they are ready for a relationship, or isn't sure if this is exactly what they want. I feel like it's also saying it's important to keep your own interests in a relationship. Sometimes, especially as relationships go on, you can lose yourself in that connection, and you can have less friends outside of the connection. You know, they often become mutual friends, or you can have less interests that you do that don't involve your partner, and vice versa. So I think it's saying it's important for the longevity of this connection for you both to keep friends where you hang out without the partner. Like, obviously it's fine to bring a partner along, but it does change the dynamic if you do that every time. And to have interests that don't involve your partner, even if you do also have some shared interests or shared hobbies. We have envy there, number 20. Okay, so comparison is an issue here for at least one of you in this connection. Maybe comparing yourself to others, or comparing this relationship to past connections, or to friends' relationships or families' relationships. Maybe there's even a worry for some of you, and this will just be a message for some of you, that parents or family members won't approve of the relationship, or maybe there's a cultural difference that you worry your friends or social group might react negatively towards this, but that's just a message for some of you coming through. Got the Muse in the reverse, number 15. Kind of important to keep things fresh. That's why I'm seeing this need to keep interests outside of the connection, because it feels like there's a need for variety. So this is especially important when you've been in a relationship for a long time, or when you've been living together, because you need to have new things to talk about, you know. And if you, obviously you go out to work, but like if you don't have fresh things to talk about, if it's just like, oh, work was the same today, I went past this shop, I got this thing, you know, it kind of leaves the connection feeling lackluster. So there's a need to have new things to talk about, have interesting things to say. Oh, 2 of these cards. Koi Fish Spirit, there is always enough, number 36. Lovely message of abundance. Kind of also makes me feel like there's always enough love, or there's always enough trust, or there's always enough respect to keep things going. So no matter how bad an argument is, or no matter how bad a situation seems to be, you're always able to bring it back, because you're both able to kind of work together. I think that's a really nice message. And you have Horse Spirit, number 33, freedom is yours. Maybe one of you could also be born in the Chinese year of the horse as well. Maybe that's an extra message to say this is your pile. Let's get a mystical healing reading card to see if there are any issues specifically that need to be worked on. Learn from karma, number 18. Okay, so actions and consequences. And maybe I feel this is a message that some of you start this relationship when one person has just left a messy connection, whether that was an actual relationship or just a really intense crush that didn't materialize. Feels like one person is dealing with heavy karma when they come into that connection. You have deity, revenge. Yes, so that karma message coming through again. A need to kind of let go of the past. And I think as well, it's just saying, don't hold on to resentment from arguments. Don't hold on to grudges. You know, there is that saying about never go to sleep on an argument. Like, finish the argument, resolve it before you go to sleep. And it feels like you both are committed to kind of working together. It feels as though no matter how much you argue or how much a situation might seem really like a deal breaker, you're somehow able to work through it or talk about it, and it makes it better because you both are coming from this great place of respect, which is really, really important. Yes, Avaset, devotion overcomes setbacks. Yes, that's what it is. It's that great care or that great connection and respect for the other person helps you to push through the difficulties and overcome the challenges together. Peregrine Falcon, seize the moment in life and love or lose it forever. Yes. Incredible. We have festhalten there, number 13, holding on tightly to something. Maybe that's a message about the beginning of the connection if one of you is going through a breakup or dealing with a very intense crush, needing to leave the past behind. Also, I think a message about not putting people on pedestals. No matter how great they might seem, they're still a person. We've got this cute little card here, which just makes me think almost of like growing up and having dreams and ambitions. You can almost see where this relationship is headed early on. You can almost anticipate what the future is going to be like with this person. Lisianthus, gratitude and grace always look lovely on you. Okay, so that's your last message from the cards. We're going to get charms and dice on top now, but one of the key things that's sticking out to me about this relationship is respect and longevity. I think that this can last a long time, and it's purely because you both aren't willing to give up just because you come across a setback or just because you have a disagreement or just because there's an argument. You know, it's like you both have such a good connection that you are able to forgive or move on or compromise, which is really good. So we'll get your charms on top now, and if you don't like the sound of, you know, the rattling can be quite loud, then best to just turn your volume down while I do the shuffling. So group 1, is this person the one for you? Okay, so the Christmas tree, that fell out while I was shuffling, and that's just a symbol of winter time. Could be important for the connection. Maybe you meet around winter or someone's birthday is then. You've also got this kind of half of the Father Christmas charm, which unfortunately broke in the charm tin. So again, that connection to winter. You've got a good luck charm with the ladybird. You've also got the cross there, which to me is a bit like the Hanged Man, you know, things taking a while to develop, which we've already talked about. But also, I think, again, devotion. Blossoming, this relationship flowers over time. There is healing here. We've got the starfish and also a star. And the star is another symbol of kind of long-term planning, optimism and faith and hope for the future. Healing again, positivity, good luck in a way as well, deep introspection with the binoculars, really looking into a problem and seeing all sides of a situation. The mature woman, maybe the feminine in this connection, is older or just more experienced in relationships, maybe just more sensible or moderate as a person. And that doesn't mean that this is a connection between a man and a woman, for example. Feminine and masculine in my readings is always about energies. So if you feel that you're a woman but you have more of a masculine energy, then generally the masculine messages will be about you rather than about the other person. And then your final charm is the white rabbit. And I think it's funny because, again, the white rabbit is about timing. When I see this charm, I think I'm late, you know, or it's too late. So maybe you stop and start a few times with this person. Maybe you date them and then circumstances get in the way and you can't continue, or you date them, it doesn't go well, you break up, then you get back together. You know, maybe there's a worry that it's too late for this connection, or we've tried a few times and it just hasn't worked out, but I feel like it will. I feel like there's a good chance for longevity here, and also a family in the future if that's what you both want. Okay, so now we're going to roll the second set of dice for you, which is the original dice, to show you what they look like. These ones. How many are we rolling for group 1, please? 3. Okay, so 3 dice. Let's see what messages they have for you. Interesting, yes. So this smiley face, I always think when I see this dice that this person is kind of smiling even though they're not feeling 100%. You know, they kind of look like they're putting on a smile even though they don't feel great. You know, they're just smiling through difficulty. They know that it will get better, but they're just not quite there yet. That's what I'm feeling, is this ability to overcome difficulties and still have love for one another, or still be able to kind of cooperate. Like some people, when they're in an argument situation, they go cold, you know, they stonewall, they don't respond, they sulk and give the silent treatment, or they're just kind of nasty to the person until that argument is resolved, or maybe even after that for a while, which sometimes is abusive, you know, if that's like a regular behavior. But some people, they can just be having a disagreement or an argument with their partner or with a friend, but at the same time they can still be helping them make dinner, or they can still make plans for the future. You know, they can talk about other things while that argument is still kind of not resolved yet, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to be arguing 24/7 before something's resolved. It kind of feels like this person is able to be mature like that with you, and equally you can do that with them. We've got finding what you're looking for, which is really nice. And also this cane, normally when I see this I think of support, like someone who's always there to support you or be a shoulder to cry on, give a helping hand. But equally with this, I just think, again, longevity. This is someone that you could potentially grow old with or have a family with, which is really, really nice. So I think my answer to this group 1 is yes, this person could be the one for you. They could be someone that you have a really enjoyable connection with. And while I always believe that there's not just a single person that you would be happy with or that you would have a successful relationship with, I feel like this is one of those people for you. So that's my answer to this group 1. That's a yes. Please do comment below and let me know how this resonated with your particular connection. Please like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. It really, really does help my channel get seen by more people and help us keep growing this family that we have here. And if you want to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out the description box. There's loads of links in there to help you do that. So if you want to book a private reading with me, check out my Etsy page. I also offer angel healing sessions over there. If you want to follow me on social media, I've got Instagram where I post daily cards, and I have Bilibili as well, where I just post these videos for a Chinese audience because YouTube is banned over there. I have my Patreon page if you want access to exclusive content like extra videos and giveaways and things that I do over there. Definitely check that out. Consider becoming a patron. There's lots of different tiers that you can join at, so you can find one that suits you and your interest. And if you would like to donate to the channel, thank you so much, you guys. I've got a PayPal link for tips and donations, and also a tips jar on Etsy as well if you're considering booking something with me. And if you would like to send an actual deck rather than a donation, that would be lovely. I have an Amazon wish list, and I recently made an indie deck wish list as well for decks that for whatever reason can't be purchased on Amazon. So I would love it if you'd give one of those a look over, see if anything catches your eye. Thank you to everyone that has done that. Big thank you again to all of my subscribers. It's been lovely to do this reading for you today. It's been a pleasure to give you this message, and it's a very positive one, which is great. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there, group 2. Welcome to your reading if you chose the Crow card and Ramses Tarot of Eternity. Let's see whether this person is the one for you. I should have said as well in the intro to the video, if you think that this would be very upsetting for you if you got an answer that wasn't the one that you were hoping for. I know that this is probably quite an emotional subject for a lot of you guys, then please do click off and watch a different video. There's lots of light-hearted and enjoyable videos that you can watch out there that don't touch on like a raw nerve or an emotional subject. So if you feel like actually I would be very panicked or very upset if I got an answer that wasn't one that I wanted, then please do watch another video. And also please consider subscribing as well if you're still here and you enjoy what I do. It's completely free, and it means that you get to see my videos more often when I post them, and also it just really helps the channel get seen and discovered by more people. So thank you to everyone that has done that. So group 2, is this person the one for you? Okay. So we've got the Four of Wands there. Lovely card. It's one of my favourite cards in tarot, actually. We've got the World. Six of Wands. Group 1 got Six of Wands as well. And Judgment. Interesting mix of cards. So lots of Wands and then also 2 major arcana cards. I feel like there's a lot of harmony in this connection. I think as well this is, for a lot of you, this is a past life connection. You've known this person in a previous lifetime. You may not have had a relationship with them like a romantic one, but you could have been siblings, friends, colleagues, parent and child, you know. There is a kind of past life element to this. I see a lot of harmony here. It feels like in some way you kind of complete each other. Maybe there's a bit of yin and yang going on, that your traits balance out their traits a little bit. There's also a lot of respect for each other, which is really, really important in any relationship, that you both have that respect for each other, think highly of each other. There's good cooperation going on here. Potentially some of you as well, this is someone you've dated in the past or had like a bit of a past with them, and for whatever reason it just didn't work out. But that's what I'm seeing from your initial tarot cards. Obviously we've got lots of oracle cards. We'll do charms and dice as well, like we always do, but that seems like a nice opening. Separation, yes. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So feels like some of you have dated this person in the past, or maybe you lived near each other and then you moved away, or circumstances just kind of got in the way. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. This is someone that you can talk to honestly and frankly. Communication is a strong point here. Express love through gifts. Number 19, a small token of love can convey great appreciation. So one of you shows love or has as one of their main love languages gift giving. And that doesn't mean like love bombing. You know, some people feel uncomfortable receiving gifts. You know, they feel like it's trying to buy love or affection. But gift giving, it's not just about, you know, buying flashy presents. It's often not in that way. Gift giving can be something just simple and thoughtful, like you're on your way home from work and you nip in the shop and you get your partner their favorite treat from the shop on the way home, and then you just bring it to them and you say, look, I was walking past the shop, I got this, I know that you like it. It can be something like sharing a song or a memory, or taking someone to a place that's very important to them, you know, kind of letting them in. That's what gift giving is in a love context. And then interestingly, you've got that message about giving gifts, and then you've got receive with love and appreciation. Number 34, gracious acceptance is a way to show love. So one person likes giving, the other person likes receiving. Maybe it is, as I said, a struggle for that person to receive. Maybe they do feel awkward sometimes, or they feel like they're less thoughtful than their partner because the partner is such a good gift giver or such a thoughtful person. Man holding a heart, number 45. So there is a masculine who is able to offer love here. Maybe the masculine is the gift giver, because here we've got the merman giving the mermaid, mergirl. They're kind of like a boy and a girl, really, aren't they? This lovely pearl. And when I say masculine and feminine in my readings, I'm not referring necessarily to biological sex. It's all about energy. So if you feel that you're a woman, for example, but you have more masculine energy in the way that you behave or the kind of dynamics that you have in personal relationships, then the masculine message is more likely to be about you. And obviously there are, you know, same-sex relationships as well. That's why it's important to think about, what's my kind of energy like? What do I usually radiate as energy-wise? Okay, we have the Queen of Roses in reverse. So a feminine who's less able to accept or open up to love. Queen of Scrolls and Seven of Roses, the journey. So that journey message is interesting, because I did feel that for some of you there is a physical distance. You are living in different cities. Maybe that wasn't always the case, but I feel like there is a separation there, or maybe one of you works a lot, and so there is that, you know, physical, I don't have a lot of time for any connection, not just specifically this one. From the feminine side, it feels like the feminine is very busy, like it has a lot to do, maybe has a busy social life, but also a busy work life, has a lot going on in the mind, is what I'm seeing. The feminine seems to overthink here, or seems to just always be not wanting to be undignified. The feminine struggles a little bit to receive here, because they don't want to be vulnerable, or they don't want the masculine to feel like they've got them so easily, or they just don't want to feel exposed in a way. It's like they want to keep up a little bit of a guard. The feminine is all for talking and less for doing. The masculine seems like they just want to jump right in and offer or get involved. That's what I'm seeing. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, number 44. Yeah, so maybe the feminine, if you're the feminine watching this, struggles with giving over power, you know, struggles to not be in control of the pace of the relationship, or struggles to be vulnerable around someone, struggles to let that person into their heart rather than just their mind, feels more comfortable talking about things rather than doing them, you know, talking about moving in rather than doing it, or talking about maybe intimate things, but then struggles a bit more with confidence when you're actually in the moment, whereas the masculine just feels like the talking's nice, but I just want to get in and do this. So there is an issue for someone with confidence here. But equally, I feel like whoever is struggling with confidence, whether it's masculine or feminine, the other person wants to help. The other person wants to offer support for that. They just want to be there and help the other person feel great about themselves. So it's like the one who's struggling just needs to work a little bit more on letting the other person in. Group 2, Arachne, hubris. Interesting. I kind of feel a little bit there like trying to do too much by yourself. You know, hubris, it can be arrogance. I'm not seeing a lot of that in the cards, like nothing particularly jumping out at me saying someone here is arrogant or disrespectful, or someone here is, you know, deluding themselves. It's more like I'm just seeing fear in a way. Fear of letting people in, or fear of letting people see the true you. You know, we've got two queens there. One's upside down, one's the right way around. So it feels like for the feminine, there are two sides of yourself, and you're more happy showing one side rather than the other side. That's what I feel. One side maybe doesn't feel as natural to you, or you're just afraid of what people might think if you show them that side. That's what I'm seeing as far as the feminine is concerned. Fear of being seen differently, maybe fear of not being respected as much anymore, if people know that you're very emotional, or if people know that you have some body insecurities, or whatever it is, you know. That's what I'm seeing. Your bird message is painted stork. Parenthood and caring for family brings much joy. That's such a joyful card. Look at the smile on that bird's face. I know they don't smile, but to me it looks like it does. And painted stork, the painted really jumped out at me as soon as I picked up the card. Like someone puts on a mask a little bit. Someone has an outward persona that maybe isn't their full self, you know, they just show part of themselves, or they completely put on a mask. But this parenthood and caring for family is nice, because especially from man holding a heart and the Four of Wands and the gift giving, I feel very caring. I feel very, I want to help, or I want to be around, or I want to make you smile. And yeah, it feels like this person also wants to have a family or wants to settle down in the future. Show self-respect, number 29. Okay, so there is this need to respect oneself, to be more confident in oneself. That's your mystical healing reading card. We have festhalten, number 13, holding on tightly to something, not wanting to let go or not wanting to show someone what that is, you know, holding tightly to the true self, or holding tightly maybe to past traumas that you don't feel comfortable sharing, in case it means that the person will lose respect for you, or past experiences. You know, we all have a past, and sometimes who we were in the past is completely not the person that we are anymore, and then we kind of feel a dilemma, because it's like, well, if I don't show the person that I'm with who I was in the past, or if I don't tell them about my past, then I'm somehow deceiving them. But I don't want to tell them, because maybe they'll lose respect for me, or maybe they'll think, how could you do that, or how could you have those experiences? I see you differently now. So that might resonate with some of you. We also have number 25, Val, choice. Need to do things differently, maybe change tactic rather than just going forward into the cold dark space, the shadowy space, to making a left turn instead. Maybe this also says that this relationship hasn't always been easy, as circumstances have got in the way, because I do see there being like a physical separation. Ha! Yes, this card. Okay, look. Got numbers 13 and 15 popping out, but look. This person who is two people, there's the light that they want people to see, and there's the shadow with the cat ears and the cat tail that they don't want people to see. It's a little bit hard to maybe see it on the camera, but yeah. Like the outward self and the inward self, or the current self and the past self. There's a dichotomy here that one person feels uncomfortable with sharing. Okay, if the angle looks different, it's because I just knocked my camera and I had to put it back up again. So we're just going to get our last card, and then we'll do your charms and dice and see what else they can tell us. Group 2. We have got Buttercup. Be ready, the best is on its way. Well, that's a lovely message, because, you know, we've got a couple of cards about looking towards the future here, like the choice card and this card as well. And each time they're facing a sunnier or a brighter future. So I think that's really nice. So if you have maybe given up on this connection a little bit, if this person has, you know, broken up with you or moved away or isn't physically around due to work or just other issues, I would say that there's still hope for this relationship, and it does feel very positive. I can see the dynamic or the difficulties that are here, but I feel like it's something you can both work through. So we'll get your charms on top now. You might want to turn down the volume if you don't like the sound. It can be quite loud when I'm like, you know, shuffling. So group 2, is this person the one for you? Okay. Let's see what we've got. We've got the Scorpio dice there. So Scorpio could be a sign here, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. We've got a guardian angel surrounding this connection, working with you. We've got the chair, which to me is about household, home, kind of material matters. And we do also have the baby tapir and the pram. Okay, so this does point to a potential for moving in with this person or having a family with them if that's what you want. Obviously, we've got a couple of cards about that as well. Also, though, with the baby tapir, I think someone who lacks confidence, someone who needs to speak up or kind of just feel more confident in themselves and in their choices and in their preferences. And this, to me, I just think of long-term plans in general. It doesn't have to be about family. It can be just about looking at the future and thinking about what you want. So kind of incorporating this person or this relationship into your long-term future. We've got binoculars there, deep introspection, seeing closely into a situation, stability, security, long-term potential with the star, being able to make long-term plans with trust and faith. It's a charm of healing, hope and optimism, positivity. Really lovely charm. And then you have also the Canadian charm. So for some of you, there could be a connection to Canada. And it's about perseverance and endurance, stamina when things get difficult, continuing to work at this connection or continuing to have hope or faith in this person. We'll do your dice as well. Okay, so we're rolling the first set of dice. Those are the fantasy dice. I'll show you what they look like. These ones. I think this is actually my favorite set of dice. And we're going to roll 4 for you today. Interesting as well, I've just realised the merman who's giving the mermaid a pearl, well, this crow has a pearl in its beak. That's crazy. I only just noticed that. Wow. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got the Minotaur. So that can be about a person that you feel is standing in your way or just not being helpful. And it could be a past version of yourself, or it could be yourself kind of self-sabotaging, or maybe you just don't get on with one of this person's friends or a family member. Maybe you feel like people just interfere in this connection. There is a need to take back control, as we've got the Reclaim Your Power card there. Whenever I see the tiara or a crown symbolism, I think a need to stand up for yourself, a need to kind of regain sovereignty of your life and take big decisions without worrying about other people's preferences or other people's opinions. You know, sometimes we let other people dictate our lives to us and then we end up living a life that's not our own anymore. It's tailored to someone else. We've got inspiration there, but specifically because you've got heart-to-heart conversations, I think of communication with this person. And because it's a quill and a pen, a quill and ink, even though you might not be physically writing letters to each other, it does suggest a distance. So again, maybe they're in a different country or city, maybe they work away a lot. And good friends, support there. Connection, closeness, care. Lovely. So my overall message as an answer to this group 2 is I do think this person can offer you a nice future. Obviously we've looked at the main issues around this connection, and if you are currently in separation or if you are living quite a distance from them, I feel like that may change in the future. It might not be straight away, you know, it might be several years before that happens, but I would say don't give up on this. I would say there's a positive potential for the future of this connection, and there's a lot of care here. One person is reluctant to accept it, possibly due to a past or just to how they feel in themselves, but the other person is really, really willing to give and to just lavish love. And there's a good potential as well for family in the future here. So I really hope you enjoyed this group 2. Please do let me know in the comments how this resonated with you and your particular situation. Please like, share and subscribe as well if you enjoyed this video. It really does help my channel get seen by more people, and we can keep growing and expanding this family that we have here. And if you're interested in getting to know me better, or just getting more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out my description box for all the links in there. If you'd like a private reading or an angel healing session, check out my Etsy page. If you want to follow me on social media, I have Instagram where I post daily cards, and I've also got Bilibili where I post these videos for a Chinese audience who can't access YouTube in their country. I've also got my Patreon page if you're interested in exclusive content like extra videos, giveaways and stuff that I do over there. Then do consider becoming a patron. There's lots of different tiers to suit every person, and I am open to donations or tips. I've got a PayPal link and an Etsy tips jar for little donations to help me keep making these videos. And of course I've got my Amazon wishlist and my new indie deck wishlist as well for new decks for the channel. So if you are feeling super generous and you'd like to get a new deck and get it sent to me, that would be incredible. Thank you so much to everyone who's done that, and to everyone who's just kind of taken the time to look at the list and see if there's anything that jumps out at them that they think would work well on the channel. Just thank you so much. And I really hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, you guys. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for spending your time and sharing your energy with me today. It's been an honor to give you this reading. Some really lovely messages here. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hey there, group 3. Welcome to your reading if you chose the Moon card and the Happy Tarot. Let's see if this person is the one for you. But also, I should have said in the introduction to this video, so I've had to say it in every reading before I've got started. If you feel like actually you don't want to know the answer to this, if you feel like, okay, if I got an answer that wasn't what I was hoping for, I'd be very upset or very panicked or just, unsettled, then please do click off this video and watch something more lighthearted. I've got plenty of videos on my channel, and obviously there's a ton of stuff on YouTube that you can watch. I just don't want anyone to walk away from this video when they're not ready for an answer and it leaves them feeling upset. So just felt like I should say that to begin with. And also, please do consider subscribing if you're still here and you haven't already hit subscribe. It's free and it means that you get to see my videos more often when I post them, and it really helps this channel to get seen by more people, to get it shown to more people who haven't seen it before. So group 3, is this person the one for you? So let's see what the cards have to say. First of all, you've got the 3 of Cups. Beautiful card there. Then we've got the Temperance card. 6 of Wands. That's crazy. That's been in every single reading. Everyone's got the 6 of Wands card in their individual tarot deck. And the 8 of Cups. Okay, so we've got Sagittarius energy popping out here. We might get some more as the reading goes on. I kind of feel this relationship has started out as friends, or possibly work colleagues that kind of go out or see each other outside of work or have a lot of banter, because I'm just seeing a really great connection here with the 3 of Cups, like really lighthearted, maybe flirty, or just enjoyable connection, like you have a great time with each other. And the Temperance card is about going slowly. I feel like this has been a slow burn. Maybe you didn't fancy them as soon as you saw them, or maybe you weren't interested in them in that way, and then just gradually that became a thing, or maybe you did like them to begin with, but it's just gradually got more and more intense. That's what I'm seeing with the Temperance card. And 6 of Wands is a great card because, as we've got this in every reading, this suggests that everyone who's watching this, there's great respect between them and their person. Like, there's really good opinions of each other going on here. Like, you both think highly of each other, or you both have a lot of respect for each other, which is lovely. 8 of Cups does suggest potentially walking away, so we'll see what the oracle cards have to say. And obviously we've got plenty of charms and dice as well. Start with a romance angel. getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that was what I was feeling, was that this wasn't like an instant, I want to be with this person. It was like, I fancy this person and it's got more and more intense. Or it was like we started out as friends or colleagues, and the more I got to know them, the more I cared about them, or the more I wanted to know them. That's what I'm seeing. Treasure your loved ones, number 10. It is important to love others deeply. So this is someone that you just really care about. And I feel as well from the cards that they genuinely care about you too. You really enjoy each other's company. There's, as I said, a lot of respect, which is so important in any relationship, to have great respect for that person as a person, like regardless of what kind of relationship you have with them. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, number 41, crown chakra. So feels like you've been guided to this person for a reason. Maybe they're going to teach you something in life. Maybe you're going to teach them something. I feel potentially as well some of you get channeled messages or really intuitive feelings about this person. It's like a lot here about higher guidance. We have number 4, birth, new beginnings. This person kind of brings an energy of abundance into your life. Maybe you met them at a time when things weren't going great for you and they just really helped you get over that, or they just breathed a lot of fresh, exciting new energy into your life, or vice versa. Koala Spirit, number 35. Spirit has a plan. Okay, so that's a great message because we've got the crown chakra card as well. So I was saying you have been guided towards this person for a reason, whatever that is. And it's crazy because each pile, as I kind of wondered, has been connected in some way to their card. So like I said, I shuffled these cards out. I didn't just pick them from the deck. I shuffled them individually for the pile. And the moon card is all about intuition. You know, it's all about that deep guidance that we get in those quiet moments. Nematona, secrecy. Yes, there's a lot about like hidden stuff, like the moon, the quietness, what goes on, and it's unspoken in a way. Maybe you've not told this person you like them. If you work with them or are friends with them, you just carried this secret torch for them all this time, this secret flame. Maybe you're scared to reveal feelings because you're not sure if they feel the same way or if it's just banter. Ostrich, magic remains even while you ground yourself and be practical. Okay, interesting message. We'll get you a mystical healing reading card as well. Listen to, oh my goodness, listen to your intuition, number 20. This is crazy, you guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. Freiheit, number 33, freedom. Let's get a Dixit card as well. Oh, compassion. Genuine care for one another. You've got a couple of like bears as well, because you've got pandas and koalas. Daisy, believe and trust in happiness. Okay, so what I'm seeing from the cards overall, we are going to get charms and dice on top as well, but what I'm feeling is that you're getting strong guidance about this connection, and it might be that you have strong feelings for this person, but you're getting guidance that they aren't able to give you what you want. Maybe they're in a relationship, for example, or maybe they just wouldn't want to mix work and pleasure, or they wouldn't want to ruin a friendship potentially by going out with you or whatever, or maybe you just feel strongly that this is the right person for you. I feel like for some of you, this person has children, or you have children, and that's like an extra consideration. This person's brought a lot of relief to your life. They've made you believe in happiness again. They've made you feel free and open and excited about life again. Now, I'm not seeing for most of you that this will end up being the person that you stay with forever, but I feel like even if you go out with this person and break up with them, or you never go out with them at all and you just have this crush on them, I feel like you're able to maintain a great friendship with this person because they're just such a good person and they've brought so much to your life. And that's what I think this card is saying. Magic remains even while you ground yourself and be practical. And this Daisy card, believe and trust in happiness. It's like saying this person has somehow made you believe in love again, or it's somehow made you feel more confident in yourself again and ready to get back out there into the world. So we will get charms and dice and see if they can add anything extra. If you don't like the sound of the charms being shuffled, then do, turn down the volume, because they can be quite loud sometimes. Let's see what they have to say. Is this person the one for you, group 3? Okay, so this one fell onto my palm while I was shuffling, and that's the notification bell. So that normally comes out when someone's trying to get a message to you or someone's trying to get your attention. And I feel it's also saying that you have a great communication with this person and you're often in contact. We've got the lone wolf there as well, so maybe wanting more from this connection or wanting to have more support around you. Capricorn's energy is coming out here. Growth. I feel as though this person has helped you to grow and expand. Their presence in your life has made you more confident or made you more open to love or made you laugh again when you've been through a tough time. It's that kind of feeling. And I feel like there is attraction here. Mutual attraction with the perfume, and that you've sensed that as well. I genuinely believe for a lot of you this has gone unspoken because we've got that Nematona secrecy card and we've got so many cards about intuition and like feeling the connection but not verbalizing it or not taking it to that next level, which often does happen when it's a connection between good friends or between co-workers or when one of you is already in a relationship, not wanting to kind of overstep and then damage the connection that you have potentially by bringing it into speech, kind of making it real in that sense. We've got things going on behind the scenes, working out the situation, working out the circumstances. So there is some kind of understanding or lesson here, which I think you'll become more aware of as time goes by. And you've got the frog there. So when I get this in relationship readings, I often think of a frog that's not a prince, one that doesn't turn into a prince, the one that's not quite the right fit for you, even if they bring a lot to your life already. Like I said, I feel this is someone that you still remain in good contact with, even if you don't date them or if you date them and break up. They help you adapt in some way, like a frog. They help make your life easier or more enjoyable, or they help you to develop and expand those traits of yourself that you'd forgotten how to use or that you had become afraid to show the world. There's really like a sense of coaxing and support here from this person. Get your dice on top. Number 5. Okay, so the 5th set of dice are my actions dice. So I'll just show you what they look like. I'm going to be using these ones. Okay, that was a 0, so I'm going to roll again. We're just seeing how many dice I'm going to roll. 6. Okay. Okay, group 3. Okay, so interesting. We've got the person who's kind of blindfolded and is feeling this person's face. So again, this sense of unspoken feeling and intuition. You feel the connection between this person, but you don't mention it. You don't bring it up to them. You sense that this person likes you, or you hint to them that you like them, but you don't say it explicitly because you're afraid of what that would mean. You've got the person there who's afraid of the future, afraid of looking around the corner, doesn't want to know what's waiting there for them, and also the person who's trying to reach something that's a little bit out of their reach. So maybe that's where your intuition is coming in and saying, I have deep feelings for this person, but deep down I feel like it's not going to work out, or I feel like it's not the person that I end up settling down with. Kind of pushing against a brick wall, pushing against circumstances. Not wanting to make a mistake or to accidentally ruin the connection by blurting something out, or by, you know, coming across too strongly. It's like a deep game of flirtation that I feel is going on here, and you don't want to bring it up too much. And putting the ball out there, setting it rolling, sending out energy there. Maybe you do want to start the conversation about this, or you do want to just tell this person that you have feelings, or tell them that you're interested or that you like them. You're just afraid of the consequences, you know, with that person there peeping forward. So I think for some of you, you do end up either dating this person or letting them know that you have feelings for them. I do feel, however, that it's not the person that you end up with long term. I feel it's not someone who is able to give you what you need in that sense, but they do remain a good friend, or they do give you some really valuable life lesson, which I feel is a positive one. I don't feel like it's a traumatic, this person has betrayed me or upset me and I've learned something about people or relationships from that. I don't think it's that. I feel like it's more they help you to become more of who you are. They help you to become more confident in some way. So I'd love to hear in the comments how this resonated with you, and your particular situation and like dynamic with this person, because it's a really interesting reading. Group 3 always seems to be the most complicated or the most interesting reading in many ways. Please do like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It really does help my channel get seen by more people and helps us to grow this family here that is continually growing on the channel. I love every single one of you. It is just so great to have your support all the time, you guys, and you're so kind to me and so lovely. And I've got new projects coming up which I'm excited to share as well. If you want to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, check out my description box. Lots of links in there that might interest you. So if you'd like to book a private reading or an angel healing session, then check out my Etsy page. If you would like to follow me on social media, I have Instagram where I post daily cards, and I have Bilibili where I post these videos for a Chinese audience who can't access YouTube in their country. So if that is something you use anyway, then definitely go and follow me on there. I also have my Patreon page. If you're interested in exclusive content like more videos, giveaways and stuff, definitely check that out. Consider becoming a patron. There's lots of different tiers that you can join at based on what you're looking for or what's comfortable for you at this time. And I'm always open to tips and donations to help me keep making these videos. So if you would like to leave me a tip, I've got a tips jar on Etsy, and I've got a PayPal link as well. So thank you so much to you guys for your generosity for doing that. Or if you're feeling super generous and you'd like to get a new deck for the channel, firstly, thank you. I have an Amazon wish list, and I've recently made an indie deck wish list as well for decks that you can't buy on Amazon for whatever reason. So thank you so much to everyone that has taken the time just to look through them and see if anything jumps out at them or seems to be a good fit for the channel in their opinion. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing your time and energy with me here today. It's been an honor to do this reading for you and give you these beautiful messages. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care.